has been such a huge week for the tech business. I want to bring in Shelly Palmer, who joins us live now. So it's such a huge... First of all, since I was just playing with my friend Rachel Crane with the iPhone 10, would you spend $1,000 on a phone? Oh, my God. Am I the only one? Am I the only one?
I was going to unbox it here with you today, Zane. This is brand new.
Did you camp in line?
No, I did not camp. I had a terrible...
You're too well connected for that.
No, I had a terrible experience at 3 o'clock in the morning, but Apple did make up for it, and Verizon actually made up for it. So we do have the new phone. It's here. I'm very happy to announce, and actually, I'm excited to set it up. Truth be told, we've had the demo units for a while, and we've written about it, and I'm very excited about the phone. And I think Apple's excited about it, too. You know, goofing around $1 trillion worth of value for the company.
Right, so you have all these people who are, you know, camping and staying in line and just can't wait to be the first ones to get their hands on the phone. Does that kind of momentum have staying power?
We're almost at the end of handsets. A little better screen, a little more memory, a little faster processor. We're going to get into the world of augmented reality now. You're going to start to see all kinds of applications where you can hold your phone.
And this is like an interesting foray into that.
Absolutely. This is the first phone that you're really going to see a lot of augmented reality happen with. Lenovo today announced their Star Wars game where you can put your phone in an augmented reality headset and fight with a lightsaber. We're coming into a whole other level of using your handheld device for stuff and a whole new place for handsets. And then ultimately, we're going to have, are people really going to walk around? Are they literally going to walk around like this? Like looking through the world like this. Like, this is not a great way for me to talk to you, so we're going to have something else.
But when you think about Google Glass, I mean, initially, it didn't work. No. So why would this version of...
Well, Google Glass was early. This is not early. We are at a time now where there's enough bandwidth, there's enough local processing power, the technology and the desire has sort of caught up, and software and hardware and bandwidth now are all sort of converged at the right moment. So you're going to start to see a lot of augmented reality, and it's going to start with the iPhone 10. Actually, the 8 and the 8 Plus will give you some too. Truly, the 7 Plus can also do it, just not quite as well.
Gosh, I feel so behind with my measly 6 here, but anyway.
Well, it might be time. might be time to upgrade. That's up to you.
You know what's interesting is that I've always thought to myself that Apple has or Tim Cook, I should say, has just such an unfair amount of pressure on him to innovate more quickly because you have all these iPhones that come out with incremental differences. Do you think that that's an unfair pressure that the company has?
Well, first of all, when you are almost the most valuable company on earth and you've got a big target in your back and you've got that much cash on the balance sheet, you are under pressure. Iteration is a kind of innovation. Making slight incremental improvements that create a better experience all around is innovation. If you're looking for the new wow factor, you might not see it. But when you put together all the tools, when you put all the tools together in a new iPhone or the new Samsung Galaxy Note 8 or the new Huawei's that are coming out, the new generation of phones with this class of processor, this class of screen, we're getting to a point where the phones can do cool stuff, and they do slightly cooler stuff and slightly cooler stuff. Again, we're almost at the end of handsets. We're almost at the end of if you got a faster computer right now, if I gave you a computer twice as fast as the one in front of you, it wouldn't run Word any faster or PowerPoint any faster or browse the internet any faster. It would just be cooler. So we're going to go through that and then whatever the next thing is. But for now, Apple's hit a clear home run, and everybody seemed to be lining up for it.
And Shelly, it's been a bit of a busy week for tech.
Yes.
It's been a busy week. So Google, Twitter, Facebook on Capitol Hill this week. You know, this idea that these tech companies, they're not technically media companies, but they have a lot of power when it comes to information. They have a lot of power. This merge between technology and politics, I mean, do these tech companies, do you think they're managing their newfound power appropriately?
I think society, all of us writ large, have a responsibility to understand that the free and open internet has become the paid and closed internet, that we have a voice now, that everybody can be amplified, that there's all kinds of crazy that's going on. We become more tribal, confirmation bias. Now you sit in a comfort zone in an echo chamber and listen only to your friends and unfriend people you don't like.
These companies are not going to pay to fact check and do all the investigation.
Exactly right.
Investigative journalism that we do.
Exactly right.
But they take most of the ad dollars.
So that's also true. These are platforms. They have empowered an entire new class of behaviors. People are now in control of information in a way that they never have been before, and we are too young as a society and a culture to be using it responsibly. Right now, you're looking, if you're asking Facebook or Google to regulate themselves, you are you are out of your mind smoking something wacky. It can't be done. If we had more time, I would explain to you in detail why it can't be done. But I am telling you, that kind of regulation could be imposed but never enforced, and it cannot be done. We as a society are going to have to figure out a better way, because to say to the tech companies, you be the police, I'll give you a super quick one. So make a false statement. I don't care what false statement it is, and put it in a blog post. Who would you want to be the police that say, they're the blog police that say, oh, you've conflated two things. You didn't quite understand it. I'm sorry. You just don't want anyone being that powerful. Certainly not the people at Google or Facebook.
This country values the First Amendment, and it's just such a tricky, it's a mess, basically. I don't have the solution. I don't know who does.
Critical viewing, critical listening. Think for yourself. Get out of your echo chamber. And by the way, be willing to listen to people with opposing points of view. That's the start.
I do that every day on this show.
There you go.
All right. Shelly Palmer, thank you so much.